Well, it happened. For the second straight year, WWE has found a way to piss off their loyal fans in the main event of the Royal Rumble match. We'll get to that a little later. Alright, so we had the pre-show match between a lot of tag team matches. In fact, I think every match on here was a tag team match but Bray. New Day version, which actually got booed. They got booed. That's right, guys. And Philadelphia. Let me tell you something. Philadelphia, they did one hell of a job, being as a crowd tonight. So I'll give them credit for that. So you have the New Day versus Adam Rose, Cesaro, and Tyson Kidd. Fact. And overall, match was kind of. The crowd was really into it. For a pre-show match, the crowd was really into it. And obviously, like I said, they were anti-New Day, pro Cesaro, Tyson Kidd. They didn't care so much about Adam Rose. Don't blame them. But yeah, Cesaro and Kidd get the victory for their team. And yeah, so much for a New Day. So then we go on to the opening contest where you had the Ascension, Connor and Victor, the Wasteland, versus, oh, you didn't know? New Age Outlaws. And this match was kind of, it did what it needed to do. I mean, obviously, New Age Outlaws just being there for one night only to put over the Ascension. That's what they did, because ever since the Ascension got called up on the main roster, they haven't beaten anyone, really. I mean, anyone significant, at least, they beat a bunch of little midgets. But here they beat, obviously, Hall of Fame worthy tag team of the New Age Outlaws, Billy Gunn and the Road Dogs. So it did what it needed to do, so in that case, it's a pass for me. Next, you got the Usos versus the team of Miz and Mizdow for the tag team championships for like the 8th billionth time. But honestly, for me, I think this was a better match they've had between the two. I mean, I know they had their match at Survivor Series. That was kind of. They had their match at TLC. Was it Survivor Series or TLC? I think it was TLC. God. Ugh. Sorry, I just got a headache and freaking all of this just became a cluster. But anywho, to me personally, this was a better match out of any of the matches they've had with each other. Miz and Mizdow and the Usos. Of course, Sandow a couple of times it seemed like he teased a face turn here, and it looked like he was gonna, separate from the Miz. That hasn't officially happened yet, but you can see the cracks, happening. But the Usos win after splash 1, 2, 3. Usos retain. So then you go up to another tag team match. Man, Teddy Long must have loved this pay-per-view. You had Primo and Big Titty Wonder Woman Bella, otherwise known as the Divas Champion, Nikki Bella, versus Natalya, yeah baby, and Paige the Crumpet. And, obviously, when you have these four, women in the ring, and I actually thought that, for me personally, I thought they would have done a better job. That was not the case tonight, but, it could have been worse. I said on Twitter, follow me link down below in case you haven't. I said on Twitter, it could be worse. Guys, Rosa Mendez and Cameron are still on this roster. Just to know, it could be worse. But anywho, this match it wasn't that bad. I mean, it showed a little bit more of a physical side from, Nikki Bella being, Nikki hasn't looked very strong being a Divas champion. So, in here, tonight's match, they made her look strong. So, it did what it needed to do. Nikki got the victory over Natty. So, and then we go on to the main event. By far, and I'm sure anyone with half a brain will not question me by saying this, the best match of the night. And honestly, you could make a statement, even though obviously it's only the first month of the new year, you could put it that this already has the opportunity of possibly being up there as the top 5 match of the year. I'm talking about Brock Lesnar versus the Long Lost X-Men, Seth Rollins, versus Triple Threat match for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. And, started off with the JJ Security getting involved, Jamie Noble, John Mercury getting involved, and I was kind of like, not this crap again. But they kind of toned that down, thank God, compared to usual. So at least that was good. Um, just a lot of good spots in this match. I mean, you had, of course, Lesnar giving his 8 million suplexes to both Rollins and Cena. You had one spot where Lesnar gets put on the Spanish announce table. Rollins dives up the top rope, lands onto him. You have a spot where I believe Cena used the steel steps on Brock. You had a lot of cool, interesting spots in this match, and kudos to all three of these guys. And people saying, "Wait a minute, John Cena's getting credit for being a good match? What the hell?" Yes, as much as me, along with a fair number of people to say the least, on John Cena and Superman himself. But you know what? He could put out good matches from time to time, especially people obviously who can help him in those good matches. So. But overall, you had, what was it, the Phoenix? God, what was it called? Phoenix Splash from freaking Seth Rollins. That looked sick as hell on freaking Cena. Lesnar gets up, hits the F5 on Rollins. 1, 2, 3. Brock Lesnar retains. The Beast Incarnate retains in this match. And I almost forgot to mention, they tried to do the spot where Lesnar was on the, after crashing the table thanks to Rollins, he was on the stretcher. And I was just like, oh, please. We all know he's going to get up and raise hell. And that's exactly what he did. So, people are going to be like, oh, Rollins lost. And this guy who supports and is a fan of Seth Rollins, it sucks. But then you come to realize that this made Seth Rollins look like $1 million. Okay? This elevated Seth Rollins to the main event scene. If you question about Seth Rollins, oh, should he be a main eventer? This puts that out of the question because it just simply is obvious he deserves to be in the main event scene. And honestly, I think this would have helped him more than winning the World Heavyweight Championship tonight. I'll get to that next. So now it is time for the Royal Rumble match. And the first two comes out as The Miz and R-Truth. And number 3 comes, Bubba Ray Dudley? Yes, guys, Bubba Ray Dudley. Return to WWE. God damn, it's 2015 and Bubba Ray was in the WWE ring. Like I said, is this real life? But it was cool to see Bubba Ray in there. You also had a few other, returning old faces spots such as the Boogeyman. You had DDP. I believe that was it. There wasn't too many other, guys that you didn't necessarily expect originally. I know a lot of people thought Orton was coming back. Mr. I guess he's going to pull a Derrick Rose. He's going to take like 8 months to come back from like something little nothing. But overall, Bray Wyatt looked strong obviously in this match. He was dominating for about the first quarter of the match. And I believe number 10 was none other than Daniel Bryan. And then Bryan gets eliminated, I believe, about 8 to 10 minutes afterwards. And then everyone on Twitter, you know what I mean? The one, last year was like, oh, Bryan wasn't in the Rumble match. This year, he's in it. What the fuck? He gets eliminated, and yeah, the crowd kind of died afterwards. Because, they're all invested in Bryan, obviously, because everyone knows Bryan's a pretty well-known fan favorite. He's well over and then some. But, damn, that was official of gonna win it. Shit. So then, of course, you had, guys like Titus O'Neil was in it for like 3 seconds. I kid you not. He came out there, and before he did the ooh, he was out there. I'm like, God, that'd be racist. You had Dean Ambrose come out there. He had a decent pop. Dolph Ziggler came out. He had a decent pop as well. And then the final 4. Oh my God. Rusev, Kane, Roman Reigns, and the Big Show. That might be one of the worst Final 4 I've ever heard in my life. Alright, if this was Kane in 2000, from the range of freaking 1998 to freaking 2002, I'd be fine with it. But we're in 2015 and freaking Corporate Kane's out there. Give me a goddamn break. So Rusev went in hiding mode. I don't know where the hell he went. He was like, I don't blame him from hiding in the match. So then you had Kane and Big Show beating up on Reigns. The crowd was booing the living hell out of this. Like, they just couldn't give a rat's ass. So then Roman Reigns couldn't make a braid in this bitch because I believe that. Eliminated both Big Show and eliminated Kane, and seemed like he was gonna win it. And then Kane and Big Show came back into the match, getting ready to beat up on Roman Reigns. And if you smell, it's rumors all day that maybe The Rock would be in the match. No, The Rock came back to help his cousin Roman Reigns. And even when a legend, one of the greatest of all time, The Rock, your own flesh and blood, your cousin endorses you and you still don't get cheered, hint, there is something wrong. And I'm not blaming this on Roman Reigns. Alright, I'm sure the guy is nice. He seems like a nice, down-to-earth guy. He seems pretty hard-working. But he's not... Okay, if he's ever going to be a true main eventer, now's not the time. The man's not ready. It's like when you freaking cook a freaking turkey for like 2 hours for freaking Thanksgiving. That's not ready. You still gotta wait another freaking 10 hours for that at least. No. What the hell? And then freaking comes out of nowhere. And Rusev was getting chants. Oh my god, that's another thing. Rusev comes in the ring. It's like, we want Rusev. I'm like, when the fans are chanting Rusev, who you built for almost exactly a year, for everyone and their mothers to hate because, oh, he hates America. It's a sign, WWE. It's a goddamn sign. Like I said on freaking Twitter, Royal Rumble 5 words. Anybody but freaking Roman Reigns. And what happened? The cock fist and Rick Reigns, bitch, decided to win the Rumble. So now we're gonna get Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar. I know it was predictable. Before anyone says, "Oh, dude, you're acting like you're surprised," I'm not surprised. But you guys, you think I'm surprised? Go watch my Raw reviews. I've been saying it since goddamn I don't know what, freaking November at least. That Roman Reigns is gonna win the goddamn Rumble. Oh my god. And supposedly on the Fallout, we're going to get versus Cena again. Another predictable match. But hell, as long as Cena's not in the main event, at least there's some bittersweetness to it. I don't know. But, oh my god. They made freaking Daniel Bryan, freaking Dolph Ziggler, and Dean Ambrose look like a bunch of buffoons out there. And freaking Roman Reigns look like... Okay, by the way, I forgot to mention too, Roman Reigns freaking botched the hell out of the freaking elimination of Titus O'Neil. Like freaking... He could have easily done a little clothesline, there goes Titus O'Neil. He's doing like this, and freaking Titus O'Neil got caught up in freaking Roman Reigns' armpit. And I'm just like, I don't know, guys. I mean, at least it wasn't like last year when freaking we all expected Daniel Bryan to come out at number 30. Freaking Rey Mysterio just pops out of nowhere. So again, it could be worse. But oh my god, I just still think you think to yourself that you haven't lost touch yet, my ass. Okay. Raw should be interesting tomorrow night. Anyways, guys, that's it for me. I'm sure you guys are going to be ranting a storm. If you haven't already, the storm is coming because the Roman Empire is now apparently the biggest heel in WWE. Him and Cena are battling out to be the biggest heels. Yeah, how great is that going to be at WrestleMania, by the way? Yeah, Brock Lesnar is going to be cheered up to wazoo, and you're going to have Roman Reigns, supposed to be the face, going to be booed out of the building. That's going to be lovely. Anyways, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Follow me on Twitter, link down in the description box, comment down below. You know what to do. Catch y'all later. Peace. Good night.